What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new episode of Johnson's Court. Today with me, all I have is, me. So today Beagle couldn't make it, but I did see Beaks today. We did have, let's see, how should I phrase this? We were working on something. It is like a little commercial, should I say music video, question mark. With that, he'll let me know when that's coming out, when he's going to get done with it. Hopefully, maybe I'll upload it on the channel, do something like that, or, let you guys see it somehow. So it was really cool. But I'm in it. Beaks made it, so shout out to Beaks for creating it and editing it and doing everything he's doing right now. That's why he can't be on the podcast tonight. But shout out to you, Beaks, and invite me on there. I love doing that. So it sucks you can't be here, but hey, you got things you got to do to get done, and so we can show our people, our fans, our subscribers what we got going on. So with that being said, last week was crazy. Excuse me. So the reason I say that is because we did our picks like normal. The surprises of the week. This week is just kind of crazy. And then we're gonna kind of get into what recent news is going around in the NFL. And then I'll make our regular Week 8 predictions. But with that also being said, the NBA has started. So super excited to see. So the Bulls you see right here are 4-0. First time they've been 4-0 since 1996-97, I believe. I know I was seeing a stat, something like that. So kind of cool, kind of crazy. The World Series has started. It is the Atlanta Braves versus the Houston Astros. I am going to say I don't really have a favorite team, but I am rooting anybody against the Houston Astros, kind of like anyone against the Patriots when they had Tom Brady. But, super excited to see all these different sports going on. Let me match these up. But super excited to see, baseball's coming to an end. Football is halfway through. Basketball is just now starting. And so hockey is just now started as well. So super excited to see everything going on there. You can bet on a lot of sports, so it's great to see and happen. But getting right into it, so from last week, Week 7, our recap. So I went 9-4 last week, and Beaks went 12-1. So Beaks was telling me a little bit about this today. He went 12-1. He was doing a little betting parlay. And the Ravens, unfortunately, they are banged up a little bit. We underestimated how well the Bengals are and how good they are. The Bengals played pretty well. So that was the only game that he got wrong. So kind of crazy. He could have went 13-0. I think that would have been our first undefeated picks ever. Maybe on the channel entirely. Never know what's going to happen later in the season. But he is 66-32. So he's up on me still. And again, I come in at 60 wins and 37 losses. So, I really got to get my stuff together. He went 12-1. I went 9-4. I didn't even get 10 wins this week. So, it definitely hurts me there. But, hey, still no ties, and that's what we want, no ties. So, as long as we go home, even if I lose this season and Beaks has a better record than me, as long as we have no ties, I'll be happy game for 9 and go to sleep at night. But now we move into our surprise of the week. Now, I just got to start off with the bat because I got to end on a good note so I can go into our next segment. That's just the way it's going to work. So, with the bad news, I think everyone can say this, and we can start here. The Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs. 27-3 loss to the Tennessee Titans. Now, Tennessee Titans team is good. You got Derrick Henry, you got Leo Jones, A.J. Brown, you got a good team. But the Chiefs, come on, now didn't even score a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes has his most interceptions. He's tied with Trevor Lawrence at 9. What's going on? What is going on? I know that the Chiefs are better than that. I know they have a hard schedule just because of how good they are. But can Andy Reid even figure this out? Does Patrick Mahomes need to stop doing commercials? What needs to happen? So guys, please let me know. If I was here, I'd be like, hey, Beaks, what can they do? But what can they do? Tell me what they can do. From my point of view, what they can do is start getting their crap together. You scored 3 points versus the Titans. You're not playing too well. So I think just what you need to do is, go back to your basics. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes can go out of the pocket, make plays and whatnot. But just protect Patty in the pocket so he doesn't have to do that. Let his receivers get open downfield. Just have a good running game, and have a strong defense. So, all the things you need to do to win a football game. But then my other bad, surprise of the week, I guess. I really want the Bears on this one. I mean, the Buccaneers, I did see them win this game. I didn't really see it being too close at all, and it wasn't. It was 38-3. So it's just like, man, Beaks, what's going on, man? Like 38-3. You know, we love Justin Fields. I think he's a great player coming from Ohio State. I know you hype about him. I know everyone's hype on him and whatnot. The Bobble out there, Winicky. You know, everyone's just so hype about Justin Fields. And so am I, but it's like, you guys need to get that line figured out. So you guys can start scoring touchdowns, start making that connection with Allen Robinson. You make that connection, that's huge. That is huge. You got to have that connection with your wide receiver. But other than that, we're going to go on good. You know, we're just going to roll, and then we're just going to keep getting into it. So, the first team I was going to do good, I'm going to save this one. I did put them kind of first, but the Patriots. Patriots smoked the Jets, 54-13. Let me repeat that. 54-13. Now, these are two first-round quarterbacks going at each other. Mack Jones versus Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson did get hurt his knee a little bit, so he did go out, and someone replaced him. I can't think of his name. But, you know, Patriots just ran all over them. 54-13. Thought this game would be a lot closer, but whooped them. Out of here. Get out of here, Jets. Patriots are rolling over you. So Mack Jones is going to take that win, I believe, again, because I know that this is the second time playing in the year, and they are in the same division. So that was just great to see the Patriots just roll. Mac Jones is doing well, but Belichick is producing that quarterback like he needs to be produced and how he needs to fit and play well in the NFL. But then the Cincinnati Bengals, so, you know, they stomped the Ravens. And this came in the second half, really, because I was watching this game. And the Ravens had scored 17. The Bengals did end up scoring 41. But I think a lot of people didn't realize that the Ravens really are banged up. You know, the Bengals were able to expose that offensive line. And the Bengals just took over in the second half. So, you know, who dey? Joe Burrow is an elite quarterback. They are the number one team in the AFC right now, with the Cardinals being the number one team in the NFC. So kind of crazy, you know, because that division is just crazy. Wasn't sure who was going to win that one. The Ravens obviously the favorite to win that. But the Bengals are, you know, right now winning that division. So everyone stays healthy, they can definitely make playoffs, especially being the number one seed in the NFL right now. So super cool to see. Like I said, Joe Burrow's playing well. Jamar Chase is playing well. He had 200 yards. So to see him have 200 yards, that's crazy. That is just crazy, folks. Crazy. So now this is, I kind of want to talk about, you know, don't want to do the same thing every week. Obviously, the surprise of the week is just fun to have every single week. But we're just going to get into the recent current news of what's going on right now. So the Houston Texans are trading running back Mark Ingram, who was on the Ravens, went to the Houston Texans, but now he's going to the Saints. So this is his third team in 1 year, right? Yeah, basically, because if he got traded in the offseason or not. So yeah, his third team. It's going to be on the Ravens, going to the Texans, and now going to the Saints. You know, obviously you have Alvin Kamara, but he can't play every down. You know, someone's got to come in for his backup. So I think that it's a good pickup for the Saints. But with that, you know, we're just going to kind of keep with that Houston Texans dilemma that what's going on right now. Deshaun Watson might be getting traded soon. I don't know how soon. I know with all his allegations and everything going on, not sure if he's even going to play this year or not. But the Houston Texans are ready to deal him. So who can they get for him? What can they get for him? But with that being said, he might go to the Dolphins. The Dolphins might trade for him because Tua says that he does not feel wanted in Miami. You tell me, quarterback from Alabama, being on the Dolphins, doesn't feel wanted? Does not feel wanted. This man won a national, or did he? He may or may not have. I'm not sure, you know, because depending, sometimes that could have been the year Clemson beat him. But he doesn't feel wanted. That's horrible not to feel wanted on a team. Especially, you know, if you're like the last pick or something. But, you know, he wasn't the last pick. You know, he was drafted to the Dolphins for a reason. But they believe that maybe Deshaun Watson is their quarterback. So let's see what happens to him. But I'll definitely love to see him go somewhere where he does feel appreciated. So, you know, it just kind of sucks to be in that position. So let me check the video real quick. Just want to make sure everything is going. Just because if I'm talking and then nothing happens. Let's see here. Awesome. It's going. So, now we're going to get into Week 8 predictions. Week 8, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. So, Week 8. Oh, my. I'm looking at these games right now, and we may just have the game of the week already going to be played on Thursday night, which is tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Green Bay Packers coming in to the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona Cardinals is the best team in the league right now. They are undefeated. They are 7-0. Now, like I said, I'm not sure who I said they were going to lose to. It might have been this game. I'm not too entirely sure. I have to go back and look at videos. Or you can go back and look at the videos. Fact check me. Put it in the comments. But the Green Bay Packers are coming in. They're coming in hot. They are on a 6-game win streak, I believe. I know J.J. Watt is not playing for this game. But Devontae Adams is also not playing because he tested positive for COVID. And so for that short time of span, if this game was on a Sunday, then Devontae Adams might be playing, might not be. But with that being said, Packers are going to have Devontae Adams. So Aaron Jones has got to play well in this game. So, here we go. Man, do I stick with the Cardinals or do I go with the Packers? They need another receiver right now. Obviously, someone's going to step up for the Packers, but the Cardinals have to. I think Cardinals are going to sort of this one. Chirp, chirp, let's go Cards. I think they are going to win this one, and I think they're going to remain undefeated. So we will just see what happens here. But this could definitely be a close game because you can't ever count out Aaron Rodgers. You can't ever give him enough time left on the clock, no matter if it's first quarter, second quarter, going into half, fourth quarter, end of the game. So definitely be a good game. So the Packers could win this. I do see this maybe being a +3 game, ±3, just because it will be such a good game. And then our first 1 o'clock game on Sunday is the Carolina Panthers coming in and playing the Atlanta Falcons. Now, the Panthers did disappoint me. I know Christian McCaffrey's not playing right now. I'm not sure, Tua, how Sam Darnold's playing, but they did lose to the Giants. I think they're going to keep that momentum going, and the Falcons are going to roll to this one. So the birds are flying so far right out of the gate, and the Falcons are going to win this game. Next, we have an AFC South Division showdown. We have the Tennessee Titans coming in and visiting the Indianapolis Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. Now, the Tennessee Titans did just beat the Chiefs. It's a huge win for them. The Colts did get an ugly, nitty-gritty win out of Sunday Night Football against the 49ers. So, I mean, this game could go either way, but I do see the Titans winning this game. But I think it's going to be a good game. I think, the Colts definitely have what it takes to win the game, but I think Derrick Henry is going to get the best of us here. Then you have the Dolphins playing the Bills. This is a division game. Tua doesn't feel wanted. How is that going to affect the chemistry? I think the Bills are going to roll and win this game pretty easily. Not too much I got to say about that there. Next, you have the Cincinnati Bengals playing the Jets. They were able to beat the Ravens. That was probably one of the hardest competition they faced this year, and they're in their division. So they should roll over the Jets, especially with the second string quarterback. If not, then this would be the upset of the week. And this would lose me a lot of money because I'm going with the Bengals all the way here. Next, we have a AFC North showdown. The Pittsburgh Steelers playing the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns were hurt a lot, so I did go against them and bet on the Broncos to win on Thursday Night Football, but the Broncos were able to win, or the Browns were able to win. But here, you just never know. I don't know how many people are coming back from injuries for the Browns. So this is an iffy game. And the Steelers are just iffy for me. So this one's a hard one to pick. But the Browns have Baker Bag and Nick Chubb and Kareem. I'm definitely going with the Browns. But I'm going to go with the Steelers here. Just because I know they're not as hurt. And let's just see what they're going to do here. Next, we have the Philadelphia Eagles playing the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions are one of the only team, might be the only team that hasn't got a win yet this season, but I think they get a win this week. So I'm going to go with the Lions. The Eagles, they can pass, but they just can't run the ball. So I think the Lions are going to get a win. I think Jared Goff does get his first win on the Lions. Next, we have the LA Rams going in and facing the Texans. I did see a stat where the Texans are just getting outscored 100 and something to 5 or something, maybe even 10 if they've scored that many points. So the Rams are going to coast to a win easy. It could be Woods or it could be a Cooper Kupp fantasy team scoring me 2 touchdowns again. Pretty easy win though. So then you got the 49ers coming in and facing the Chicago Bears. The 49ers did have an ugly game versus the Colts, but I think, it made them well prepared for going into the Bears because they're just playing ugly this year. not getting their stuff together. Justin Fields has a long season ahead of him. So I think the 49ers are going to coast to this win here. Biggs is probably going to go with the Bears here. So I know that pick we're going to differ on, but I think the 49ers are going to pull it out. Jimmy G is going to have a good game. Next, you have the New England Patriots coming in and playing the Chargers. I think this is definitely going to be a game. The Chargers should play well. Justin Herbert should play well as well. But Mac Jones, they're coming off playing the Jets, pretty dominant win. This could go either way. This is your first 4:05 game of the afternoon. But, man, I like Mac Jones, I like the Patriots. But I think the Chargers are going to get their stuff together. And I think they're going to take this win. Next, you have the Jaguars playing the Seattle Seahawks. Now, this could go either way. Obviously, this would be a pretty easy pick if Russell Wilson was playing, but he's not. So, Geno Smith did come up short. They didn't really target DK Metcalf. They targeted him once in the first half. He scored a touchdown. Didn't really target him again. So, very upsetting to see. Game could have went different, but hey, the Saints were able to win me here, win me money. So, I'm not going to complain for that whatsoever. But I'm going to roll the Jags here again. And I think the Jags are going to go back-to-back wins. So let's do it. Next, we have at 4:25, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers coming in and playing the Saints. This is a divisional game. Now, the Buccaneers were able to roll over the Bears pretty easy last week. The Saints, like I said, did get a nitty-gritty win over the Seahawks. But with that being said, I think the Buccaneers, this game is going to be close first half, but I think that Buccaneers win by 7-14. So we're going to go with the Bucs here. I'm not really too worried about that. Tom Brady did throw a 600 touchdown pass, most of all time. He already had them most of all time, but now 600. No one's really probably going to catch that. I see maybe Patty catching that if he stays in the league for a long time. But, he passed Peyton, he passed Drew Brees. So Tom Brady's going to hold that record for a very long time, ladies and gentlemen. Then we have the Washington football team coming in and playing the Denver Broncos. So like I said, the Broncos did lose last week to the Giants, so very disappointing there. Or the Browns, so very disappointing. But the football team did not play. They were on a bye week. I think they are well rested, and I think the football team is going to be able to pull that out. So Washington. And then next, you will have the Dallas Cowboys. We have our first Sunday night game of the Monday night games here. The Dallas Cowboys are coming in and playing the Minnesota Vikings. This is a divisional showdown game. This is probably one of the most high games of the year, only because, every game really the Cowboys do play. If it's against like a weak team, it doesn't really matter. The Cowboys should win easily. This is not a divisional game. I don't know what I'm thinking. But it's an NFC game, so it's still a pretty hard game. The Vikings are coming off a bye as well. So are the Cowboys, so they're both coming off their byes here. And with that being said, man, this could be a hard game. It is Sunday night. It should be a great game. The Vikings have been playing pretty well this year. But the Cowboys have been playing pretty well as well this year as well. But they only have one loss on the season. On paper, the Cowboys should win most of the games. I know a lot of people are hyped about the Cowboys this year. I'm always tuning in to watch them because they should, be able to make the playoffs this year. They should be able to win that division. Make the playoffs. I didn't mean win the playoffs, but make the playoffs. But this could be 50-50, but I'm going to roll with the Cowboys here. Cowboys are going to win. I think Zeke does eat, but Dalvin Cook's going to eat too. So I think this is going to be a game of running backs, and then it's also going to be a game of the quarterback. So I'm definitely excited to see this game. Should be a high-scoring game for sure. Then we have the New York Giants coming in and facing the Chiefs. Now the Giants did get a win last week over the Panthers. They're still booty cheeks. But the Chiefs are playing like booty right now as well. So it's not like I can be, the Chiefs are going to win. In my head, I'm thinking Chiefs are going to win. I think they're going to bounce back. So I am going to pick the Chiefs. But I think the Giants are going to make it close, definitely first half. So I'm going with the Chiefs here. But the Giants could upset me here. But, you just never really know. So, with that being said, that does conclude this episode. That does conclude this week. I hope you guys do tune in. I do put it on my Snapchat. I think, put it on Instagram sometimes as well. So please go check out this video. Please go like it. Please comment what you guys think your predictions are. What was your surprise of the week? And then definitely basketball as well. So like I said, definitely are getting in basketball. I'm definitely going to try to make a podcast as well, maybe once a week as well. We'll kind of see how I can fit that in my schedule or not, but definitely I'm still doing football. every Wednesday for sure. So was pretty awesome. My 4 years was this year with my beautiful girlfriend. So super excited. We went out to eat, ate good today. So just super awesome, super exciting. A lot of things are going right in my life right now. So just giving you guys a little update. But shout out to Zach. His fight is coming up December 3rd. Mark that down on your calendars. I'm gonna be there for sure. If anybody else can come out, please go out and support him. I know DJ, you were there last time. You had your cousin fighting or something. So really cool. So hopefully see you there again, same place. It is at Impact. I think it's off Lafayette Road. I'm not sure I'm trying to think of. Well, obviously, I don't know the directions to get there. But anyways, like I said, I'll give you more guys updates because it is October 27th, the whole month of November, and then December 3rd does come. And then my birthday is 10 days later, but that doesn't matter. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for watching. And that does conclude this week's episode.